this exercise, question 7 to 6. If 1, 2, 4, y, x, comma 6, 3, comma 5, these are the four vertices of parallelogram, we are supposed to find out the value of x and y. Let's draw a quick diagram. Let's say this is a parallelogram with four vertices given. We have to take them in a cyclic order. That is very important. And if you notice that two coordinates are completely given, however, two coordinates are partially given, and they involve unknowns x and y. We know a property of parallelogram that the diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. So that means if you consider a diagonal AC and if you consider the second diagonal BD, they will intersect such that they will bisect, divide into two equal parts. So let's assume that this is one diagonal and let's assume that this is second diagonal. Now, what we will do is we will calculate the midpoint of diagonal 1, which is AC. We will calculate the diagonal 2 midpoint, which is BD, and the midpoint is going to be same anyway, irrespective of, because it's the same point. Whether you calculate midpoint of AC, whether you calculate midpoint of BD, that's going to be same. So we are going to use the midpoint formula and determine the coordinates of M. We'll get some known things, we will get some unknown things, we'll compare them, and that's how we will find out answer. So let's assume that M is the midpoint. We are going to calculate the midpoint for diagonal AC. So we'll consider coordinates of A and coordinate of C. We know that the formula for midpoint is nothing but average of x coordinates of two endpoints, average of y coordinates of two endpoints. So let us apply them here: x1, x2, x1, y1, x2, y2. So 1 plus x divided by 2 because it's average, and then 2 plus 6 divided by 2. So on simplification, we will get 1 plus x by 2, comma 4. Note that y coordinate is completely known. X coordinate is still has that unknown variable x. Doesn't matter. Now we'll repeat this process considering other diagonal BD. We'll use the same formula, average of x coordinate, comma average of y coordinates. This time we will take 4, comma y and 3, comma 5. So this is your x1, y1, and this is your x2, y2 for the second part. Now, so that would be 4 plus 3 divided by 2 because it's an average, and then y plus 5 divided by 2, again it's an average. So simplify this one, 7 by 2, comma something. Note that one coordinate is completely known, second still has some unknown. Doesn't matter. We notice that the midpoint is same even if you calculate midpoint of AC or even if you calculate midpoint of BD. So we are going to equate the x coordinates which we have received from step 1 with x coordinate what we have received in step 2. So we are going to compare these two expressions. So we can write this yellow part equal to this yellow part. Let us get rid of this by 2 from both sides. 1 plus x equal to 2. 1 can be transferred to the other side. That will become 7 minus 1. So it will become 6. Let's repeat the same process for y coordinates too. We'll compare the pink part with the pink part. So 4 equal to y plus 5 divided by 2. Let's cross multiply. 4 times 2 is equal to 8. Y plus 5 is equal to 8. Let's transfer this 5 on the other side, becomes negative 5. So y will become 3. So we have successfully calculated the value of x and value of y. That's your final answer.